villain have more fun.
Yeah, I love being a villain. I love being like, oh, here come this nigga. You're goddamn right. Here come the motherfucking Drake.
On the real, that part.
Hey, but definitely shout out to the artist. We gotta have my man's Ideal. He is in the fucking building, man.
What's good with it?
Yo, what it is, man?
Hey, man, what you on? What you on with it, bro?
Bro, feeling good, man. About to release my single tomorrow with Gift the Gab. Fucking, it's just been, this album's been a long time coming, so ready to get that shit made and let it run.
Okay. I see you out here. You out here moving, you know what I'm saying? But hey, where did you get Ideal? Where did you get your rap name from?
So, bro, my name's Justin Deal, man. Like, for real, my last name is Deal.
So that's your.
Since I was like 12
hold on, so your real last name is Deal.
My last name's Deal, and like I said,
that's cold as fuck.
Like I had a dude that lived with me. Like I let him live with me, and fucking when I was in high school and shit. And like I've been selling drugs since I was like 12, specifically weed, but also like other shit. You know what I'm saying? But like now,
yeah, you ain't gotta say nothing about the other shit. We just,
you know what? We like unfiltered conversation around here. You know what I'm saying? We like to get to know the motherfuckers.
Yeah, but
I just do live with me, like literally live with me for like 3 years. He's like, what? Your last name's Deal, bro?
Oh yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You live with me.
Though.
That is a cold ass name, like Justin Deal. Like Deal me some shit. Like I
know. And then it's like I put the parentheses around it, you know. So it's like I am legend. It's like Ideal, but also Ideal.
Yeah, Ideal. Like Ideal. Like yeah, I got that shit, but Ideal. Like the legend. Hey, that's cold as hell. I like when people break down their names and it actually like got a meaning to that. You know what I'm saying?
When I figured it out, man, you know, for the longest time I was thinking of my MC name. You know, when I was young, like 13, 14, really started to think about it. And when it hit me, I was like, oh man, it like made too much sense, bro.
It'd be like a motherfucking like just a what you call that when you come to like
the stars align.
The stars align.
The dots connected. I was like, that's it right there.
Hey, that's definitely what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because like some people just be having names and put young in front, young Pookie, young Doodoo. You know what I'm saying? Like you actually thought about your rap name and like got a real name. So like I really I fuck with that.
And it's really me. You know what I'm saying? It's like I really didn't even. It's me. It's like once it hit, I was like, oh. For a while, I was like thinking. I remember watching Belly when I was a kid. I was like, oh, Sincere and all that shit. And I was like, nah, man. I was like, Ideal. That's what's up.
Hey, that's definitely what's up with you, Ideal. So like, did you start rapping at 12 years old, or that's?
So when I was 8, my cousin in Cincinnati. You know, at 8, I didn't even listen to music. My parents didn't really play any music in the crib. I was wild. They were like, just go outside and shit. And my cousin gave me All Eyes on Me. And it was like a week after Tupac died.
Damn, and so you ain't even get to see Tupac before that.
But it just hit me so hard. And then, you know, when I was a kid, I was wild. Just always listening to like, No Limit had a big impact, man. I had all the No Limit albums. We used to steal all the records and shit.
Fab Four Boys.
Yeah. We the five. You know.
Hey, hell yeah.
But then when I like I moved to, I was born in Toledo. I moved to Gary when I was 9 and like really
shit, you was in the motherfucking
talking to this man right here.
You was in the shits.
Yeah,
you was in Gary, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't even go to fucking Gary.
Nobody goes to Gary, man. Nobody goes to Gary, bro. It's like you don't need to. You know, there ain't no reason to, but
I like to ride right past.
Sometimes I ride through Gary and the steel mill smoke just blacks out the sun. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, I see that shit. I think about Michael Jackson, dad.
Bro, it's
because he worked in the steel mill.
Bro, I'm about to like. I'm steadily trying to work with Freddie Gibbs. It's about to happen, but I'm like, bro, it's me, you, and Michael Jackson. Like, we're the only ones from here, bro.
Hey, Freddie Gibbs, fuck with my man's Ideal. We gonna add Freddie Gibbs in this shit.
Yeah.
We recording this shit, so we gonna add Freddie Gibbs. Freddie Gibbs, we working with Ideal because all y'all from Gary represent the same shit.
We the only one, you know what I'm saying?
And Michael Jackson, rest in peace, Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace him too, but he ain't here right now. So it's y'all two gotta hold it down. Y'all gotta hold G-Ad down. Y'all gotta hold it down for real. Man. Hey, but you said you started rap. What was you said at 12 years old. So what was the name of the song you made when you was 12 years old? You remember?
Oh, so like I was like, I guess the first song, I made an album when I was real young called 219 State of Mind with a couple little hip hop dudes that I was in a group with. But that was the name of the album and the title track. That was a little bit older, but I wrote it when I was like 12 or 13. Like, I made the album.
Hey, you can spit some of that shit, the first shit you made, you remember it?
It's like, everybody from the 219, come on in, lift up your cups and smoke your dimes. Don't you worry, it'll be just fine.
Hey.
Welcome to the Midwest State of Mind.
Hey.
I grew up on like Rick Dilla, you know what I'm saying? MCG. We come from GI. That's Gary Indiana, man. You know?
Yeah, okay.
But then when I found like, you know what I mean, when I found Illmatic, when I found Reasonable Doubt, Black on Both Sides, I was like, oh, if I'm gonna be serious about it, this is what I'm at. Like,
so that's why you went down the lane. That's why I was gonna ask you, how the fuck? Cause I'm like, how a white boy become a conscious rapper? But if you listening to that shit, you ain't got no fucking choice.
Well, I consider myself a poet, man. Like I said, when I really got into Tupac when I was like 8, I remember getting the Rose That Grew from Concrete, his poetry, and like started kind of putting words together and like.
Yeah.
I consider myself a poet first and foremost. You know, like most of the time when I'm writing, I'm writing to not a beat. I'm just writing.
So you saying you don't go in the studio and put a beat on and write? You already have some shit.
I prefer to go into the studio ready to rock. Like okay. I don't get a lot of I don't get a lot of inspiration for being in a windowless room. You know what I'm saying? When it's a beautiful day out and shit. Like I prefer to write. Outside the studio, I write all the time. Like I just wake up with words bouncing around my head. I might hear a word in this interview and be like, "Shit, that's gonna go."
Hey, I'm
right. Like cataract. I'm like, "Oh shit."
Okay, right.
Cataract.
And like I won't say nothing about it right now. But it'll be in my head, and when I go home, it'll just be bouncing around, and I might I don't know, freestyle it for a little bit or whatever. But yeah, I'm just writing all the time, man. So you know, what I mean, when any beat comes to me, I'm just like, oh, kind of the cadence is already fit, something I already had, you know.
Okay. That's what's up. So you said you dropping a song. When you say you dropping this song?
I'm dropping a song tomorrow with Gifted Gab, man. Rest in peace. He's like one of my idols.
Damn. So the person he died?
Yeah, man. Gifted Gab. He is a living legend. He was down with living legends, but mostly hieroglyphics like Del the Funky Homo Sapien, DJ Shadow, all these dudes on the West Coast, casual, like super legends that I grew up on, man. Like the first real independent hip hop dudes in the game that were like, they're still doing it. Like living legends are 30 years deep, hieroglyphics is 25, 30 years deep, and completely independent the whole time. And all those dudes are Too Short, E40, you know, all those West Coast dudes, like they're all independent. You know what I mean? And they have radio out there. They ain't
really had to sign their life away because they following it so like worship. Like motherfuckers worship Too Short and E40 out there and shit.
Yeah, and if you can sell an album or sell whatever for $10 on the trunk of your car, you sell fucking 30,000 of those. Like you good, man. You buying, you know, you
good. You ain't gotta sign no fucking deal.
Yeah, exactly.
Sign your soul away and do retarded shit all day.
But yeah, Gab died, man. He's, in my opinion, Gifted Gab is one of, if not the greatest lyricist of all time. And just to get to work with him was amazing. I was hoping this wouldn't come out posthumously. Is it posthumously or posthumously? Either way.
Right. No, it's called posthumously.
You know, I never
heard of that one.
No, what is it? It's post.
What you said the first time?
Posthumously, right? Yeah. But like, I didn't want that shit to come out like that. Like, I made the song with him when he was still alive, and I knew he wasn't doing the best, but I didn't think it would be. But also, man, in the last like 2 years, hip hop has just lost so many people, man. They're all like 50, you know what I mean? But I can't even go off the list. But it's just like a bunch of my heroes, man.
Hip hop been like motherfuckers been dropping in hip hop. I don't know what it is.
2020 and 2021,
it's like a
man.
bad little vibe around hip hop right now. Like
I don't ever wake up to fucking, you know, like Dick Cheney being died. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's always like somebody I really fucking care about.
Yeah, why the fuck Dick Cheney just can't drop it? Why the fuck I take Juice WRLD?
Fuck y'all. Got like 3 or 4 hearts and shit, and it's always like somebody that I fucking love and respect.
Yeah, I feel you like.
Yeah, I was a fan of Juice WRLD. I like Triple X and Tasha Young.
X, Triple X, Pop Smoke.
Yeah, Pop Smoke. For sure, like he had a future that was definitely about to take off, but he didn't even get a chance to even
do shit,
to do nothing, not have no amazing videos, do nothing like do something.
Man, there's also a bunch of Chicago cats too, man. They've been taken way too young, and then
yeah.
You know
we got
LA, man. It's a lot of people like.
Yeah, we got Doug.
Doug, recipe Doug.
Right.
Vine, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, Vine, that shit.
See
was
that one, yeah.
Both of them hurt me when Vine dead and when Doug dead.
I was a big fan of both of them, but I was definitely playing a lot of Vine.
I was
in my crib,
but I play both. I play a lot of both.
Yeah,
bro. I was literally just.
Vine definitely. I seen because that's when Vine just dropped his album,
and he had just got the huge OK Player spread and everything. And I was like, bro, this dude is on his way, man. Like it was the next day, man. And like, but then also it's like. So many motherfuckers so young, man, and also so many people before their time, you know what I mean? Just like, whatever, DMX, MF Doom, Double K for people on the stairs, like, it's just, the list goes on and on, it just sucks, man. It's been rough, but I'm trying to carry on that legacy. You know
so not to interrupt you or nothing like that, I wanted to touch on the track Natural Man.
Yeah.
You know, so what kind of, if I can, you don't mind, what inspired that track? Because I actually had a chance to listen to that on my way here today.
Right?
yeah, and I'm gonna play it when we go to a break. Yeah.
So it came from my producer Pooney, who's like my right hand man, my big brother. He like, you know what I'm saying? We both we both been selling weed since we was kids. Both, but he's a little bit older than me, so
trapping in a band though.
But yeah, man. So like he always had like a, you know, he had a car before I had a car. He had better weed than me all the time and shit.
Yeah, man. You already know the people that got better weed than you. But I be friends with them niggas, and then I got
but that shit don't exist no more. But
Yeah.
everybody got, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody got za.
Everybody got Zykisha.
But my thing is like I like to know the names of the weed I'm smoking.
no, bro. I grow up the best weed in the world. We'll get to that. In a minute.
Okay.
But don't nobody know better weed than me.
Okay. See, that's who I gotta talk to.
Best friend, bestie.
That's a lit. But no, my dude came by my house. I was on house arrest a bunch as a kid and locked up as a kid. He came by my house one day. I was fucking with like little garage band shit, and my dude Poonie.
Hey.
Never made a beat before, but he always was up on the dopest shit ever. Like, and he just took my little beat and infinitely made it better. And I was like, oh, you're my producer now, bro. But he was in Florida. Actually, when he took his wife to ask her to marry him, or his girlfriend.
I didn't do that.
But so he was in Florida and Miami, and he met my dude Roddy, who was he was working at the Apple store at the time, and he had a bunch of weed on him. He's like, I don't want to fly home with it, so I'm just gonna give it to somebody. And the dude on there, Roddy K from Love Militia, he gave it to him, and the beat was already done, and I was like, yo, this is one of the nastiest beats you've ever done, man. And this dude Roddy K, man, he just sent back like a bunch of, you know, just kind of like little hooks and verses and shit, and he was like, do whatever you want with it. And that just inspired me right off the bat. But I already kind of had the verses, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to write about, you know, I'm not just like fucking flossing on some bullshit. Like, I try to rap about what's going on.
Yo, shit, like, you, like, even like you, like I said, you really writing, like, you rapping about, like, what the fucked up shit that's going on about for everybody. Black people, poor people, homeless people. Like, you don't get no fuck. Like, you rapping about that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Black people, poor people, homeless people. Like, we're all the same. You know what I'm saying? It's all about, like, fucking motherfuckers in power keeping us down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's when, like just watching the, you know what I'm saying, the Black Panther video with about Fred and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That shit inspired me.
Oh man,
that shit made me ready to go fucking.
Oh man,
not gonna see people though, like bitch.
Right now, fucking up.
That hit, man. That shit hit.
The Black Messiah and Judas.
Black Messiah, yeah.
I went straight to the street where the house was. Like, hold on, I gotta go over here. They took the house down.
I remember seeing Fred Hampton Jr.
That shit made me want to turn up.
But no, so like, but the shit he was talking about, you know what I'm saying? It's like, the more fucking people in power keep poor people fighting with each other over fucking race and over fucking hoods and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just good for them. They just fucking let that shit
And
go.
that movie shows you like how they turned the gangs against each other and made the hood start fighting each other.
Yeah, man.
I'm like, damn, they made the GDs and the vice lords get into it. Like they made
man, the CIA gave black people fucking crack.
Yeah, and then they made them
watch Snowfall, right?
Not even Snowfall, man. I knew about that shit. Man. I've been selling drugs for a long time.
But they showing it now. They like putting it right in your face.
The CIA was selling us drugs. Like
Freeway Becky Ross, man. Like they like he's like been on video. You know what I'm saying? In courtrooms, being like, look, the CIA fucking invented acid and fucking.
Well, look, we got
acid.
So have y'all?
I like acid, but they was
never had it.
But they was. I got you. But they was giving the motherfuckers in the CIA and just dosing them and not even telling like, fuck the CIA, man, fuck the government. But it's about, you know what I'm saying, it's about us like coming together as people and realizing that like, yo, the shit that's like fucking trying to keep us down isn't neighborhoods, it isn't black and white, it's fucking people who are oppressing people. And the more we fight amongst each other, the more we talk shit amongst each other, we kill each other.
We tweaking, we really tweaking because we really the gangs weren't supposed to kill each other. They were supposed to like, they was the protection against motherfuckers that was trying to kill us. But then the CIA started sending little goofy letters like, oh fuck y'all some lames, fuck y'all.
Bro, I know, boy, the dude that, you know, the Black Judas, or excuse me, Black Messiah, the Judas dude, Lakeith, whatever, Stanfield, the dude that played, that motherfucker killed himself the night after that interview came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he killed himself.
He said he set the motherfucker up, like, on some bullshit, bro.
I was at fucking Rage Against the Machine in 98 with Freddie, and I met Fred Hampton Jr. a couple times.
Oh, you met Fred Hampton Jr.? That's what's up.
No, man, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was trying to
you motherfucking, you got more black power than me, shit. I need to get on your level, shit. I ain't bet nobody. I need to get out here, man. On me, I'll just be in the bar, but I'm finna stop. I'm gonna get out the bar and get on the streets and start marching.
Man. You know what I'm saying? Like I grow some of the best weed in the world in Michigan, man. I grew up in Gary. I spent my time between Chicago and Michigan now, but like the shit we're trying to do in Michigan is help people who've been fucked up, especially by drug laws that, you know what I'm saying, we're just straight ridiculous. But that's mostly black and brown.
And that's funny as hell you said that, because I wanted to ask you, like, well, how do you feel about, like, how marijuana is, like, how they, like, try to oppress people and, like, put people in jail for that shit?
Bro,
like,
I got arrested like 50 times in Gary as a kid, Michigan City, LaPorte, all that shit.
It's bogus, man.
And like my dude, producer Clooney, like he got robbed when I was like 18, he was like 20, and his dude in Colorado, before weed was even legal, he was like, bro, come to motherfucking Colorado, you can sleep on my couch, learn to grow weed. Yeah. And then he came back and taught me, and he was like, let's just go to Michigan, like 10 miles from here.
And just fuck the weed game up.
And they want to give us the key to the, you know what I'm saying? They're like fucking all about it, and it's about helping people, man, and especially people that have been fucked over by that shit. Like, there's black and brown people in Louisiana that have been in jail for fucking 30 years over a joint, you know?
Yeah, I want to start a coalition, like, to free, like, all the people that's locked up for weed, you know what I'm saying? Because I got to close my Stay High Tire 93.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm really trying to, like, get to the point, like, where we, like,
750,000 people get locked up.
We getting these motherfuckers out of jail. We paying for these lawyers. We raising this money. We getting these people out of jail.
Bro,
that's oppressed by this weed law. That's not real. Weed is a drug that's not, you know what I'm saying, that's this oppressed, that's not right. It's not right for people to be in jail for that shit.
Just drugs in general, right? Like, for real, the drug war was started by Nixon. You know what I'm saying? It was like straight up like black people, brown people, hippies. Like let's lock them up.
Let's lock them all up.
And it's like, don't get me wrong, drugs do destroy shit, you know what I'm saying?
Like bad drugs like crack, you shouldn't do crack.
Right, but it's like also, if you wanna do drugs in your own house and not fuck with anybody,
if you wanna smoke a little crack by yourself, do it.
A bunch of my friends have died from selling and doing heroin, and you know what I'm saying?
Like heroin, that's really, I feel like that's probably the worst.
It does ruin life. But also, like Detroit just legalized mushrooms and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, shit like that cures shit, you know what I mean? Like psilocybin mushrooms, acid. Like,
I just got my hands on some chocolate infused mushrooms. Or something. I ain't take it yet.
If it's the right amount, you know.
It say if you eat like 9 little pieces, the wall's gonna melt.
Yeah.
They do a little bit, a little bit, but it just.
So am I gonna be hot if I do this? Like, am I gonna sweat?
See the thing?
Yeah, you gonna sweat for sure.
When I did that shit, like I just was seeing a whole bunch of shit. Like I was like seeing like 3 beds. Like I was on my one bed and I seen 3 other beds.
Yeah.
Wait, but was it like cross-sided type of 3 beds, or you just saw 3 beds?
It's more like, you ever look through like remember those
mirrors?
Remember those books when you were a kid? You try to see the dinosaur and you'd have to like cross your eyes and shit. You know what I'm talking about? It looked like that. So, but no, it's good for you, man.
Because I got a cat at home. Somebody was like, "Oh,
bro, don't fuck with your animals, man. My dog be staring.
Only thing is, you'll probably get to talking to him and it's gonna talk back.
Just depends on how much you eat, man. Like for me, I used to eat like quarters of mushrooms when I was a kid, and like shit was crazy.
You was doing this shit when you was a. Well, I believe it because I got a white friend. We used to do shit. He used to be able to do shit when he was young.
I grew up with some white friends.
Damn, y'all get to just do this shit all up, beat my ass.
I've been like,
look, my white friends used to take me skiing and shit up in the burbs up north. Like
you would learn some shit for them, G.
No, man, but I keep
you at least one white friend, black people. This is
I've always just been the plug forever, so I've always had like really good shit. You know what I'm saying? But
I feel that.
But I would say if you eat some mushrooms, eat a gram, especially instead of chocolate.
I say a gram and a half.
It's probably like a gram and a half, and you'll be great, man. It's long enough to go see a movie. You'll laugh your ass off. You'll be like crying, laughing, but then you can also go to sleep. Like,
you can go to sleep, but then you might go to hell. You know? And then you gonna come back.
Not hell, man.
You might go to hell and come back.
Oh, hell.
I made like quarters before. I made like 10 strips of acid. You'd be like, yo,
what the fuck?
I'd be like, where did space end? And what's on the other side of space, man? What the fuck? But no, just eat a little bit, man. Just a
little slight. Don't go over crazy, but
don't be telling them shit like that.
Don't tell them the bad. Don't tell them the real truths about drugs. It's fun though.
I love it, man. I love it. But I work with some dudes that used to work with the Grateful Dead and shit. And like, I never really listened to Grateful Dead. I'm not like a big jam band dude. But I was like, man, I should at least know their catalog and go through. And like those dudes like kind of invented acid. You know what I'm saying? Like the CIA, like it was the MK Ultra project, and they gave it out to people. And like their manager or whatever was one of those dudes, and then he started making his own. And even those dudes, you know, they ate just giant vials of acid. And then like they did it for like 8 years, and they're like, all right, there's nothing really it's gonna show me anymore. And shit, you know. So
like you didn't see space. You didn't.
At a certain point, you can't. If you keep going over those same questions, you ain't gonna find no conclusion. You know? It's like, but at the beginning, it's amazing.
when you first get your first trip, that'd be the best time.
Yeah,
After
man.
that, it's like, whatever.
Yeah, that's with anything, right? That's with anything.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm kind of looking forward to it.
If you got a chocolate, I'm sure it's probably just it's
Yeah,
right.
they're not gonna fuck you up too bad because it's not man-made. Like, I'm talking about man-made in the kitchen, isn't it? Like,
Right.
it's
Right,
like really,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Bro, I started this one time, man. I took
Like, you ain't got the shrooms that's like they picked it off the cow poop
Yeah,
and put it in the
they
bag.
say it tastes like shit, and you gotta
No,
eat it with ice cream.
They do taste like shit, but so like
They do taste like shit
So,
still.
but it's because I don't like mushrooms, so like I just put them. My best way, I put them in I like blend them up in like some orange juice or something in a blender and just drink it. It'll hit you way faster.
Oh, you fancy, huh?
I
you
just
fancy.
I did it a lot, man. So
Yeah, I was just gonna say after you do it so many times.
I don't like
you gotta-
popcorn. That
that's the
shit be
best
getting in
way
my
to do
teeth
it.
like popcorn and
Yeah.
shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you got a chocolate. That's the best way.
Yeah.
I know a bitch that makes them. She grows the mushrooms and is a chocolatier. So she.
Oh, okay,
so she,
okay.